Hey guys, so welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. It's so good to be back with you. We have another tarot card reading tonight, and this is for S. And this reading is kind of a follow-up reading to kind of a conversation that we had a couple of nights back, and she's upset because the guy that she's in love with is engaged, potentially to be married with someone else sooner rather than later. And her heart is broken, and we need to get some reconciliation on this. We need to find out what the deal is. That's what we're going to do tonight in tonight's tarot reading. If you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. We do these tarot readings quite frequently, regularly, several times a week. If you'd like to get a tarot card reading, you can reach out to me through email at chandra108@gmail.com. I'll have that in the description below this video. You can also, if you'd like to help the monks, you can donate at helpbydonating.com. That too will also be in the description below this video. If you'd like a spiritual book, you can check out indirectknowledge.com, and we have the Bhagavad Gita on there. So I'm often referencing that in these tarot card readings. So if you would like one, I can get you one. Also, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. All right, so for this, we're going to talk and really get serious about this particular reading, and we're going to find out what's going on, find out if this guy is really engaged or not, kind of what's in his mind, and what is the outcome here. What are we going to see here? The first card that we have is the Hierophant. This is all about traditions. And for S, this card has also come up before. I can remember this card coming up. This is a card about traditions. It's about, oftentimes people call this a Pope card. So it's about religion, it's about law, it's about culture, and all these kind of things that kind of bring up who we are, or kind of define in some general sense kind of what our background is, or where we're from. It kind of groups us in a sense, sort of a taxonomy to this, where should we lose everyone in our life, we can always go back to this and find people of a like mind, or people that we have things in common with that we can connect with. So it's a good card. This is the past. Currently, we are the Two of Pentacles. Two is about balancing money, resources, groundedness. There's an unevenness here, if you notice, and this is an unevenness between two. Two is about relationships, partnerships, that kind of thing. Any pending decisions which have to be made, there could be some inherent conflict with that. This card is really trying to tell you that there is a need here, a necessity even, for balancing out two different opposing desires and interests. So keyword here with this card is about balance, not letting things tip too far in one direction, not letting things tip too far in the other direction. That's where we're at right now. In the future, we'll have the Queen of Pentacles. Very good card. Queens are about influence. Pentacles are about groundedness. This is sort of like a Capricorn energy. This is the sure-footed goat. This is the person that works hard for what they get, and they're all about trying to build walls of security, safety, that kind of thing, financial acumen, and that kind of thing around them. Again, queens are about influence. Don't have to actually be the king, or don't have to be the person that's very directly in power. The queens are usually about kind of indirect power. That's where you're going to be at. Picking up here really relatively about 3 weeks from now. Now we've got the King of Knights. The King of Knights is really our answer card. That's the answer to this whole tarot card reading. Knights are about energy and moving forward. Cups, this is more of that grounded energy that we talked about a moment before. So this is moving that groundedness forward in a very nice positive way. It's about progress with your goals, following the heart. That's really what the key to this card is all about. Things will be fine for you. Then we have the Ace of Cups, another relationship card. Cups are about relationships. They're also about intuition, the unconscious. We have the dove here. That's sort of a religious symbol. The doves would bring back messages and different things. So there's that message. And then we have the hand there holding the relationship. So everything is kind of dependent on another. Cup overfloweth. This is also considered like a wish card. So when we're balancing things out in the current moment and all, the thing to really remember is that the Ace of Cups is all about new relationships. It's also about kind of this awakening of a new awareness of things. So your intellect may be saying one thing, but your heart may be telling you something altogether different. Very important card in this particular spread. The Seven of Swords. Swords are mental. When we have this card, oftentimes this is considered like the thief in the night card. This is the person that's leaving everything and taking everything with them, but not so much so in this particular spread. This is really about going it alone. This is about leaving the past in the past and leaving things behind you. And that's kind of what you would like to have happen. And many times when this particular card comes up, though, it's also a card of deception, betrayal, broken vows, but kind of thinking that we're safe when in fact something always goes awry, something always comes out, secrets are revealed, that kind of thing. And that's what you're feeling right now. That's where you're at. Let's look at the outcome. Okay, so the outcome is Ten of Wands. Now, this is an overcommitment card. You see the Ten of Wands, it's a heavy burden. This is where we're basically taking on more than we should be taking on. Tens are sort of the in-between stage between an ending and a brand new beginning, but it's sort of that, just that overworkedness. You get a sense of that energy of being overworked. Sort of like you've achieved a level of success, but then now maintaining that level of success is a little bit more trying, a little bit more difficult than you probably ever thought that it would be. The key here is not to overcommit yourself too much. Kind of let go of anything that might be oppressing you or holding you back. You want to kind of let go of that to some degree. And the key to doing that is to follow your heart. It's going where your intuition guides you. It's about taking your relationships forward. It's about taking action in that regard. So it's about emotional movement. So letting your emotions, not suppressing them, but actually letting them out, telling people how you feel, and that kind of thing. And that's what's really going on here, as with the whole situation with him. So I'm not picking up anything bad. I don't really foresee things going outside of the way that you would want them to go. It's not a time for really being sad. I mean, actually, you're in quite the driver's seat. You're the person that has an influence on his heart. And so for that, you just have to wish it, and it's yours. And I've said this before, even though like sometimes when we see things from one perspective, that's what that one card is really telling you. It's really more than that. It's about following the heart, like listening to the heart. Don't give in to all the naysayers. Don't give in to like the negativity. Don't let those things phase you. And, don't let your heart get broken. Don't buy into this story of deception, that vows are broken, that kind of thing. But even though you'll get what you want, the outcome here is definitely showing that, you are kind of overcommitting, and sort of like to get what you want, the real answer to that, so that you're not overcommitting yourself too much or feeling too much stress or anxiety or taking on too much work and that kind of thing, and becoming too heavily involved in things that probably you shouldn't involve yourself with, is really this Knight of Cups. It's this progress with your goals. It's following your heart, going where your intuition guides you. Remember that the cups are all about the emotional realm too. So keeping your emotions in check. If you can do that, then you can get what you want. And this relationship can work out in your favor. And I do see that happening. And I see about 2 to 3 weeks from now, you start to get some good news of things that you hadn't anticipated, things that go completely against logic and reason, and everything that's been shown you and stuff like that will start to come into your reality. So it's a very good reading. I hope it helps you a lot. I bet it sure does. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in to Indirect Knowledge. Again, if you haven't already done so, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you get notifications every time we come online to do these live streams. If you have questions or anything, please reach out to me. All the information will be in the description below this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful evening.